guys, and welcome to you all and Go with Trend. You are watching Go with Trend. So, you have already come here by looking at the thumbnail. So, you might be familiar about the Python language. If not, then don't to worry. We are here to not only get familiar with it, we are here to make a master in it. So, what is Python? We're gonna starting with the Python, that what is Python, why it is being used, how it is being used, and what what are the features that make it famous and easy and trending language in the whole world wide web. So without doing any delay, just get started. So who developed it, when it was publicly released, all of the answers are in your screen. Just take a look of it. In the first two lines, you can see that Guido van Rossum developed it, and it was first released in 1991 for the public. Before that, using of public, definitely it was being tested by the testers and the developer too. It's obvious thing. Okay, for getting anything for the public, releasing anything for the public, it is being developed, it's being tested for the developer, that it there will be no issue, for it, that they have to face during the working on that. So this language emphasis on code readability. It means that if you want to print hello, then the print word get in knowledge, get in pops on the mind that we are printing something, we are gonna print something. As we have said, it is an easy language. Yeah, I have said it in example, I have said it is a front in the starting of the video, that it is an easy language. Why it is an easy language? Because it was reducing your code, in C or in C++. If you have ever noticed that we write print hello, before that we call two libraries or two packages we import, that is being called as stdio and console.io, conio. Okay, so what we are doing here, we are importing that libraries to just print hello, but in the Python this is not happen. We don't have to call any library, we don't have to import any library, we just write print hello and we get our output. So this is how the code readability is used, this is how the code reduction is used. This only not in this line, there were so much examples are there where you have been seen, you will notice while working on Python, you will be noticed and compare with it with other languages, then you find easy language. How easy is Python? Because in Python we don't have to write so long codes and make it complex even, as if compare with it Java language, then it is being case sensitive. We have to write the quotations, have to give it a parenthesis for this, then we start, and then we have to close to it too. But in the case of Python, we don't have to do this much of things. We just have to attending so much little bit of things, then we will be available to understand you. So just not to waste more time, just we will be using object oriented approach, procedural oriented approach, and the other things you have to write, that I have explained, that it using code reducibility. सो डेफिनेटली जब कोड हमारा कम हो जाएगा तो हमारे पास लॉन्ग कोड की जगह शॉर्ट कोड होगा, बट दैट वाज इन द लॉजिकल फॉर्म. So this is how the Python. Now there is a small intro that you can just even learn, or you can just get to know what is it. So moving to the next important thing, that is features of Python. So dynamic programming language. Python is a dynamic programming language. Why it has been said it dynamic? Because it is dynamic because because here here so many dynamic things that we can do. We can just make a small change, we can just run it. We don't need to save it again and again, then we have to run it. We don't do it again and again. And open source, definitely it's not open source. All the software I'm going to tell you about during this lecture, this video, is all the software are being open source. No software is being cost you a little bit, a penny of yours. It's being totally free for you. Totally free. Totally free means how you are just thinking about it, totally free for you. And third thing is that it supports object-oriented procedural programming, as I have explained before you. And it is an interpreted language, portable and extensible. These portable, interpreted and extensible, these three words are different, and the meaning of these three words are also different. Don't get confused between all these three words, because these three words take you in the different direction. First is interpreted. Why interpreted? Because it can interpret with any languages. We can we can combine with it any languages, then we can see that there must not much difference. Little bit difference is there, but it means a lot to it. Portable is why? Because the code, whatever code you have written here on your source code, source code you have write it on your software, you just make a copy of it and you send it to anyone who have the same software, who have the same thing to work on it. Then that code must be running only. It doesn't mean that this client doesn't have the Python installed in their PCs, the code will be run. No, it can't. If the code is prepared for the ideally, then it being run only on that or in PyCharm, not in Spider. So keep in this mind that all the libraries are not supported with all the software. Some of the libraries are only available for some of the softwares, not all. So extensible is because .exe is a application. After that application we will use .exe, so it can install or uninstall from any to anyone, any operating system. And according to the operating system, there are different versions are available on the sites to get installed and work on it. While you are installing the Python language, programming language softwares, we are getting two versions of that is 32-bit and 64-bit. It depends upon your PC compatibility and storage, that what will be suit for you. If 64-bit is not working on your PC, it means that 32-bit is sufficient for you. So just go for it. Then we're going to see your basic example of it. As I have explained you, we writing print hello and we are getting hello. So this is how the one line of code we will be going to write in a demo. We will see the demo in the next coming video. So yep, we are printing the hello, just writing by one line of code, not by importing any of the library from any of the library. And we are getting the output. I think this might be clear you when you look at demo, because everything is not clear with just a PPT. It will be just clear to you by just looking at the demo or live result. So go to the next. These softwares we will be going to use in our whole course tutorial: PyCharm, CMG, ideally Shell, PyCharm, Jupyter Notebook and Spider. And let me explain you that these softwares are different working, and some softwares can work some specialized functions, some specialized work on some specialized library only, like Spider. As you are looking at the last, I have written the Spider. This Spider is used for the data analysis part, for data visualization. If you want to work on data, if you want to play with data, then you have to go with the Spider. It is especially designed for it, but you also can in PyCharm. You also can do it in PyCharm, but the Spider is specialized for it. We will be working in every software, in any software. We will be working in everything, that we might get an idea how we will work, how that software we will using it, how that software works, what are the criteria of working. Okay, and Python CMG is not made for the data analysis part. We can't do data operations in this Python CMG. In PyCharm we can do any kind of operation. We can develop GUI application, we can develop web development, we can develop a website here, we can develop a tutorial, and we can develop a total graphics here. We can also make a graphics video here. We can also develop a game here, Python game here, and so many different and other things that we can do here in PyCharm. It is an overall library that is being used for everything. But what you have to do, you just have to go in settings and just install some little bit of Python, some little bit of libraries according to the versions it will be installed, and it might be some easier to just get to work on it. And next is a Jupyter. Jupyter is an online platform. For using Jupyter and all these things, Python CMD is like an interpreter. Okay, Python CMD is like an interpreter that you will download from python.org to download. Here you will get the latest version of the Python, that is 3.8.2 is the currently latest version of out of it, and that PyCharm I am using of 2018 point something, but here now currently new version is available, 2020.20.1 is something like that. You can go for it. And Spider 3 is on just getting it. It will not updating right now, and ideally will update according to your Python CMD. Your whatever your interpreter is, that the ideally part is also of it. So get updated and install with the new softwares. For downloading Anaconda, for downloading ideally PyCharm and Spider आपका कोई अलग से एप्लीकेशन डाउनलोड नहीं होगा. Spider is an application consists to coming with the Anaconda. If you write Anaconda 64-bit and 32-bit, you will get the site to download Anaconda. If you download the Anaconda, then you will be getting all these things to be just downloaded. You need to download PyCharm alone. After that, you don't need to use Spider alone. It was already come installed with the Anaconda, and you just need to use it. So these are the software that we are going to use in our coming videos. So I'm showing you some screenshot that how the softwares look like when it is being opened, that you might not get wrong software. So this is the Python CMD, that is Python command prompt. When you install it, then it will be opening like it. It is a black screen only. It might not be a thing that you have installed an old version it will be of any other screen. No, it was only black screen. As you can able to see that there are two lines appear on the top of the screen. In that front line, the version of Python is being written here. The version of the Python is being written here. In this line, version of Python is being written here. Timing of the installation is written here. Date of the installation is written here, and other details of your PC is written there. So make sure that it is being developed by you. Then it is ideally shell. Same. You can see on the screen that Python 3.7.2 is written here. That was the oldest version that I am currently using. I need to update it. So here you can see the same thing that I have explained before. December 23 and timing is given there. So this is how the version of the Python is being displayed here. Date and timing will also displaying here, and the detail of the this is ideally shell. We have to create a new file from the file option, then we'll be working on that. The next is the PyCharm version 2018.1. As I have said, I have PyCharm 2018 version, and this is the PyCharm how it looks when it will be opening. It will not open till it was starting to open, and if it will get open, then how it looks like this. I have already created project name rest, so it was written at that loading components of rest. It means that it was opening my project name rest. You can make project with any of the name, and any of the things, that so that I've taken a screenshot of it, but just showing to you that how it looks while opening. So this is a spider, how it looks like. It was initializing, now it was just opening. After that it will be showing here at the place of initializing, creating IPython. Here we work on IPython. Then next, the options, career options for programming language, that you are going to see up here, that web developer, stack developer, application developer, and there are so many options available for the Python programming language developer, development, stack developer, application developer, software engineers, and so many others. So if you are confused with what you will do after learning Python, then what you have to do is you just have to Google about it, then you will get a right and correct information what you wanted to do. Just stuck on one language and become a master on it, then you will be getting a master job for it. Okay, getting learn all the languages might not decrease your knowledge of level of knowledge. It might increase your level of knowledge, but getting mastered on one language is being making you confident in that language, getting the chances of being hired for that language. So just make it for it, make for it, go right now. And at lastly, if you like our content, then please like, share, and subscribe our channel for getting more introduction and more this course videos for getting to learn. If you found any kind of a mistake that I have done, then please let me know in comments. And if you think that this kind of things that I have written wrong in the PPT, then you just might have been allowed or welcome to give your suggestions. Your suggestions and your advice are welcomed here for me. And lastly, keep supporting and like, share, and subscribe our channel.